Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to the channel. It's actually a beautiful Sunday morning, Memorial Day weekend here in the United States. You might be wondering, why am I on a kayak right now? And what's this got to do with photography? I'll tell you that in just a second, but it's almost been a miserable weekend. I mean, all week in Michigan it's been 90 degrees Fahrenheit, beautiful warm weather, and as we approach this weekend, this is one of the weekends on the many of trips I'm taking this summer that have something at that location that make me want to take landscape photography. Something that I'm trying to do this year. Is my photography goal is put a big picture on one of my walls in my house. And although I'm doing the GR challenge right now, I am bringing my Lumix as well, because if I find the shot, I want it to be maybe in high res mode, because I'm going to print it big. We'll see if I can do that or not. But that's a problem here as well, and I'll tell you about it in just a second. But as it would be, this weekend, it's been like 45, 50 degrees and kind of rainy up until Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday it's been super cold, but now it's sunny. As you guys see, I'm wearing like a hoodie, I'm working hard, I'm paddling, and it's chilly here, but it's absolutely gorgeous this morning. The water is calm, it's smooth, it's sunny out. You guys probably can't see, but there's sailboats out in the way, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So where am I? If you guys know Michigan, if you're from the United States, you'll know that Michigan, the Lower Peninsula, looks like a hand or a glove. I'm in the tip of the thumb at a place called Port Austin, and the state park we're staying at is called Port Crescent. I bought the trailer up here. And up here, there is a rock formation that is called Turnip Rock. And Turnip Rock, I've always thought looked really, really cool, but you don't see a ton of photos of it. And I'm like, yeah, why is that? I mean, there's photos, you Google it, it's right here. And the reason is because all of the shoreline that you guys see right next to me is private property, including the property that Turnip Rock sits outside of. So you can't get to Turnip Rock by foot or car, you have to go by boat or kayak. And the only place that runs kayaks in Port Austin is this place called Kayak Port Austin. And so that's why I'm on a kayak out here by myself at 8 in the morning. Yeah, kayaking to Turnip Rock. But this whole thing presents a lot of photography challenges. So let me kayak a little bit longer, because I'm starting to go backwards. And I'll tell you about that in just a second. All right, it's good. I'm paddling a little bit. I wanted to do some like paddling B-roll, but I can't hold the camera and paddle effectively, so there's none of that. Here's why this trip though is almost guaranteed for sure to be a fail, as the current pushes me into the coast. For one, hold on, I gotta paddle. Hold on, I'm going the wrong direction. I don't want to beach it. For one, there we go. For one, and probably the most important reason besides anything I'm going to say after this, I couldn't get out on the kayaks until 8 o'clock at the earliest a.m. Which means by the time I get here, it's a 7-mile round trip kayak trip, it's going to be like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, which means the sun is up there. That's not good for photography, for landscape photography. You want the sun coming up, coming down, getting the colors, getting the unique light coming across. It's going to be high noon. It's going to be a harsh light. So that's probably reason number one why this is guaranteed to be a fail in terms of landscape photography. Number two, because it is private property, I don't think I can get on the shoreline, set up a tripod. I couldn't bring my tripod to do the high res mode. Now that doesn't really matter, I don't think, but if I wanted to shoot a large print, That's pretty important. That's number 2. What else is the other reasons? I don't know. I thought there was more reasons. I guess that's it. That's really the most important ones, isn't it? Is the light. That's why it's kind of a fail. I contemplated not bringing the Lumix, but then I thought, you know, if I get there and it's different than I expect, I wish I would have brought it. But now I realized if I tip this thing, I'm losing a lot of money in gear. I've got a couple cameras on me, and it's gonna be a lot of money. I forgot to tell you, there's 2 other formations as well that you guys want to maybe know about. I told you about Turnip Rock. It's kind of the most famous one. There's also a little rock formation hanging out into the lake. It's called Thumbnail Point. I think it's called Thumbnail Point. And then there's sea caves as well that we're gonna go into. And I'll try and take some video from there, and then we'll see how it goes. But absolutely gorgeous morning. I wish my family could be with me right now because my wife would absolutely love this. This is the kind of stuff we want to do. Oh well, it is what it is. I'm gonna keep paddling, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit. All right, so I don't have that recorded. It's super dim. So I don't know if you guys can. Is this tracking my face? Okay. Anyways, I don't know if you guys can see this right over here in the corner. That is, I think that's Thumbnail Point. I think I've made it to the first one. I got to go around and see how it looks. Again, the lighting's just not good, but definitely on the area where the rocks are going to be, because you can see over here, it's got a whole bunch of like beautiful rock stuff that you might not see in Michigan very often. And the water's actually very blue and green. I can imagine sunrise or sunset, this coming up, that this is actually very, very gorgeous. So I can't tell, is this thing tracking my face? I don't know. All right, well, anyways, this is very peaceful. And I made it out here. The other thing is, it's supposed to take 2 hours-ish to get out here, but because the water's calm, relatively calm, I made it out here in like 45 minutes, and I stopped to talk to you guys a couple times. So I'm gonna go around and take some pictures, and see you guys in a second, but I might get this thing done in 3 hours or less, maybe 2.5. Not bad. It's gorgeous out here though. I'm loving this. And the water, by the way, is absolutely freezing. If you guys don't know, Michigan water in May, end of May, early June. Yeah, this was frozen not that long ago. It's still freezing. I'm like on glacier ice water. Okay, it's a little exaggerating, but it is very cold. Okay, let's go check it out. Yes, I was totally wrong. That was not Thumbnail Point back there. This is Thumbnail Point. It's much more obvious than that little thing back there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. See someone's house is right there. Kind of cut out right here. It's a very cool area. These rock formations are awesome. I got a few shots. You know, it's hard from the kayak. I'm trying to place the kayak center frame and then have a thumbnail point on one of the rule of thirds. That's kind of what I'm going for, and I'm doing bracketing because it's so bright with the sun right there, and then this rock being dark that the image might not show up. I'm gonna get around the other side of this, and maybe the sun will light up the rock a bit better, and that might be a better angle. But I took a few here. This is Thumbnail Point. I'll go around, take a few more, and then I'll go to Turnip Rock, and I'll meet you guys there. As you guys can see, much better lighting from this side, even though it's still harsh. Much better lighting. I'm actually underneath Turnip Rock, so Thumbnail Point, Turnip Rock, right next to each other. And I've got some other kayakers over here, so I'm not alone in case I fall in. They're in the water. It must be locals. And I'm gonna try and go around, swing around, get a better view of Turnip Rock, and show you guys the images I just took of Thumbnail Point. Or maybe I'll wait to the end. I don't know. But I'm underneath Turnip Rock right now, so let's go find a spot to do that. Well, that, my friends, is Turnip Rock. And it's beautiful. I mean, it's cool. It's just a cool formation. If there was a way, there is a little bit of a beachfront rock area there. I might go see the sea caves and set up shop there and see if I can do set up composition to look a lot better from the actual shore. And get out without tipping my kayak, without losing my camera gear, without getting everything all wet. But yeah, this is cool. I'm down with it. And it's tough to like, what I'm trying to do a couple of these shots, because it might add something foreground, midground, background, is keep my kayak as a middle point, put the rock formation up on the one of the rule of thirds, and then have something in the background. So yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Looks like the owner of the land is out there walking around having his cup of coffee, enjoying life right now. Probably making sure nobody's trespassing. But yeah, that guy's got a prime piece of land, let me tell you. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, sea caves.
This is pretty cool.
All right, as you guys can see, I'm in the sea cave right now. Sea cave, lake cave. This isn't the sea, it's the lake. But here, check this out. Let me flip this around for you guys.
I kind of see a picture like this where my kayak is here, this is overhanging, and then that's there. I just think that could be a cool shot. Maybe put this this piece right here out on a rule of thirds, like that. I don't know.
But I'm gonna set up shop here. I think I'm gonna dock this thing, beach it, and then try and take a picture. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. You know, it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm cheating a little bit because my Lumix is right there on my neck, and the Rico's in a dry bag right now. I haven't been shooting with the Rico. So all these pictures today you're seeing are going to be with the Lumix X5. Maybe I'll pull over for a different video and do a little challenge of, can you tell what camera this is taken with? But this is super cool. It looks like there's a bunch of nests up there for bats. Is this where the coronavirus started? Oh my gosh, there's bats right there. It just flew over my head. That's not a bat. What the heck was that? It's some kind of small bird that looks like a bat, okay? That's all there is to it. That's all there is. All right, let's go back to Turnip Rock. I'm gonna set up shop. I'm gonna beach this thing, and then we're gonna try and not lose my equipment and maybe set up for a high-res shot. You know, I gotta tell you guys, I'm making my way back right now. It's always hardest to get up in the morning. I see like Thomas Heaton, Gavin Hardcastle, these guys I watch, the landscape photographers, a couple other ones. They seem to struggle, or they seem to talk about getting up super early and how they're exhausted or whatever, but then they get up there and they're all excited. This is like that, like just being on this water, it's absolutely crystal clear. It's a gorgeous day out. I'm dressed like a homeless person, and I got to get, you know, some beautiful photos. I don't think the lighting was right, so that's a miss. But I am so glad I got out here. I gotta tell you a funny story too. After I made that video clip about me having a gear and not wanting to dump it all or whatever, I hit a rock. It came out of nowhere. A rock came out of nowhere, and I like beached my thing. I'm just sitting there trying to teeter-totter and balance this thing, not lose my oars like I almost just did, and not dump my gear. And I had to like scooch myself off of it. It was pretty sketchy for a second there. But I dressed like I wasn't getting wet. Look at this.
We've got boots, jeans,
a hoodie on. Yeah, a hoodie. I wasn't getting wet today. I dressed for success. This is staying dry. This is staying dry. All right, well, here's the deal. I'm gonna shut this thing down and make my way back. Hopefully I don't hit any rocks. We'll edit some photos and I'll see you guys on the back side of this. Thanks for watching. See you guys.